Kenna?
No, sir.
You wouldn't say it here anyway, right?
No, but I'll have one.
You don't. How about you, Madison? Do you have a nickname?
They just call me Maddie.
Maddie.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And that's kind of like your name, you know.
Yes, sir.
Perseus and Bubba. There's I don't know where you get that from. You guys have walk-up music?
Yes.
That's a big deal now. Did you know, like, Apple TV is doing Friday night baseball for the major leagues, and they actually create playlists from the walk-up music for the teams that they cover. So, Madison, what's your walk-up song?
It's the Piano to Still Dre.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why that song?
I just like the beat of it, I guess. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So, and you like hearing that when you walk up
Yes,
to the plane. Perseus?
Mine's Dao Dao. It's a Spanish song by Control. I like that song. It makes me feel good when I go up to bat, and it has a really good beat.
Yeah.
Everyone claps to my music, so.
There you go. That's when you know you've picked a winner.
Yes.
Hannah, what's your walk-up song?
Mine's Back in Black by AC/DC.
Now, how do you know about AC/DC?
I don't know.
None of you are old enough to know about AC/DC.
I don't know. I just kind of heard it. I just kind of liked it. Like the beat of it. It kind of gets me hyped.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know when that song came out?
No, sir.
Like 1979.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a big AC/DC fan. That's half this thing is filled up with AC/DC. So I appreciate the classic rock song. But they're all good songs. They're all good songs. So, but that seems to be a big deal now. I mean, is there like a big discussion at the beginning of the season what your walk-up song is going to be?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever changed your song mid-season?
Yeah. Oh, not
No.
mid-season. No.
No. So you're stuck with
I'm
it.
pretty sure you can, though.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, if you said, look, that song's not helping me, I'm in a slump, I need a different song, they'd probably change it out for you.
Yes,
but I bet that's quite a discussion before the season. So, well, good. Was there anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
World politics, you know?
Really?
State news, you know? Who's going to win the World Series? Anything like that? Nope.
I don't know.
Well, that's fine. Well, thanks so much for coming in. Kenna Morrison, thank you.
Thank you.
Perseus Aguilar, thank you.
Thank you.
And Maddie Martinez, thank you.
Thank you.
I wasn't going to say Bubba. All right, thanks a lot. Good luck today.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters reporting the Justice Department says it will not appeal a federal district judge's ruling that ended the nation's federal mask mandate on public transit unless the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention believes the requirement is still necessary. A Florida judge on Monday ended the sweeping mandate, which required face coverings on planes and trains and in transit hubs. Justice Department spokesman Anthony Coley said Tuesday that officials believe the federal mask order was a valid exercise of the authority Congress has given the CDC to protect the public health. The CDC continues to assess public health conditions, and if the agency determines a mandate is necessary, the Justice Department will file an appeal. On Wall Street, the Dow by 499 points, the Nasdaq rose 287. More details at srnnews.com.
It's game on! Welcome to this presentation of Lady Bulldog Softball on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com. Sports on Pecos Valley Broadcasting are presented by Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, KFC of Artesia, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Navajo Refining and HF Sinclair, Kane Electric Supply, Guy Chevy, Castle Reynolds, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Frost Mortgage, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Ford Sales, J.S. Ward, Saundie Stockton and State Farm of Artesia, Smile Expressions, Artesia General Hospital, TMJ, Edge Safety, Western Bank, and George Gandy Insurance. Now, let's take it to the field.
We have the first pitch here in game number 2. Now we see pitch number 2, strike called. It's 1-1 now to Kenna Morrison leading off here in game number 2. On deck is Caden Apodaca. In the hole, Zoe Warren. The pitcher here in game number 2 is Olivia Gonzalez, number 3. And that pitch down and in for ball 2. Skips away from the catcher, Kenzie Rowland. So defensively, you have Kenzie Rowland behind the plate. In the circle, Olivia Gonzalez, Emma Long, Angel Ornelas, Syria Agiti, and Kason Mitchell from third to first. Here's the 2-1, high, ball 3. Out in the outfield from left to right, Miley Banda, Cashlyn Fraze, and Abby Marcus out in right field. So 3-1 the count here, opening batter. Top of the first inning, game 2. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly on the infield, and the shortstop will make the play. So that'll be out number 1, and that'll bring to the plate number 24, Caden Apodaca. Caden, actually I forgot to tell you what Morrison was batting. She's batting .333, but now 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Caden Apodaca on the season. Of course, this isn't including last game, but Caden on the season batting .518 as she looks ball 1 down and in. She has 5 home runs, 11 doubles, and 21 RBIs, not including the last game. Here's the wind in the pitch, swung on, hit well out to left field, but right, the left fielder will make her way over to the left a little bit, and that will be out number 2 on the line drive fly out to the left fielder,
Number 8, Zoe Warren.
Miley Banda. And so that'll bring Zoe Warren to the plate. She steps in to face Olivia Gonzalez for the first time.
44-51.
Zoe ready to go from the right side. Gonzalez ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Strike called on the inside half of the plate. On deck is number 15, Perseus Aguilar, the catcher, and in the hole, third baseman, number 7, KJ Ray for Artesia. Gonzalez once again ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Just low for ball 1. Great crowd here for Portales and for Artesia as well, as there was in game 1, but a few more have shown up here game 2 later in the evening. Here it is 6:36. Here's the wind and the pitch, swung on. That's going to be a base hit, seeing eye single to the left side. And so the 2-out single will bring to the plate Perseus Aguilar. Perseus on bats from the right side, the catcher for the Bulldogs. So Zoe Warren down at first, 2 outs, top of the first inning. Perseus steps in for the first time to see Olivia Gonzalez here tonight. If you're just joining us, we're in Portales. Gene Dow and myself. Here's the swing, or the swing is fouled off to the right side, out of play for strike 1. Had a game earlier. The Bulldogs won that game in 7, 9-0. They now are 7-0 in district play. Are the Bulldogs looking for the clean sweep of the Rams, but they got to get it done here in game 2 to do that. Here's the pitch inside for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Perseus. On deck is the third baseman for the Bulldogs, number 7, KJ Ray, and the second baseman, number 22, Michaeli Morion, in the hole. The wind in the pitch. Down low, and Zoe Warren off and running, and she is in there safely on the stolen base. So Zoe steals the base, and so the Bulldogs have their first runner in scoring position with Zoe Warren, and the umpire in the field going to dust off the base. She slid in there. Dirt infield. We've got 2-1. All right, Perseus steps back in, 2-1 count. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be hit right at the shortstop. She fields it on the first hop and throws it across for a 6-3 put out, and that ends the threat as the Bulldogs get 1 hit, no runs, 1 runner left on base, no errors, and no score. So the score going into the bottom half of the first inning, 0-0. We'll be back.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
When that problem arises, one call to Crouch Plumbing and Heating is all it takes. Crouch's plumbers and technicians are highly trained. No problem is too big or too small for Crouch. Whether you need a water heater replaced, a gas line run, a leaky faucet repaired, or your heater or AC serviced, Crouch can do it all. Your problem is their problem, till it's no longer a problem. Call on Crouch for timely response, quality workmanship at a fair price. Servicing Carlsbad and Artesia.
Welcome back here as the Artesia Bulldogs get ready to play defense here in game number 2. Maddie Martinez in the circle for Ceas Aguilar behind the plate. Jenna Whitmire, Kenna Morrison, and Zoe Warren from left to right. KJ Ray, Kenzie Carlo, and McKaylee Morion and Caden Apodaca from third to first. And we're ready to go here as how I missed it, I don't know, but I'm getting Kenzie put out there at shortstop. All right, so number 2 will take off to start the game here. Abby Marcus. She steps in on the right side. On the season, Maddie Martinez has 2 wins, 1 loss, and 7 appearances. She also has a save to her name. There's swing and a miss, strike 1 on a good fastball. Abby has a 6.78 ERA with those 2 wins and 1 loss. And here's the wind and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. She tried to hold her swing. Oh, she held that swing. All right, so ball 1, 1-1 now the count. She checked her swing, he said. All right, so Maddie ready to go now. She got her pitch. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 now the count. Apodaca over at first and KJ Ray over at third, both playing in case they try to lay down a bunt by Marcus. But with 2 strikes, probably won't. Here comes the 1-2 from Maddie. High and away, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. After that last game, the Bulldogs improved to 16-4 on the season. Talis falls to 8-10. Here's the winding pitch from Maddie. Swing and a foul tip back to stay alive. On deck is Cashlyn Fraze, and in the hole, Syria Agiri for the Portales Rams. As they get the ball out of the net, the foul tip got caught in the net, and the fan came and helped. All right, here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called, and that is out number 1, strikeout looking. And coming to the plate will be number 7, Cashlyn Fraze. As the Bulldogs meet in the circle. Now they're back in their spot. Cashlyn Fraze will step in on the right side. Her first time through to see Martinez here in the bottom of the first inning. Martinez ready to go. Here's the pitch. Tries to get the bunt down. Unable to, so strike 1. Both Apodaca and Ray charging hard from third and first, respectively. Kaylee Morion was going to cover first. Bulldogs look like a well-tuned machine here defensively, as they did in game 1. All right, so Fraze now ready to go. She steps back in. 0-1 the count, 1 out. She's squaring around the bunt. Pulls it back, swing and a miss, strike 2. All right, so Maddie steps back onto the rubber. Here's the pitch. Hop fly back and out of play. Count remains 0-2. trying to hear the cheer, what they're saying over there in Portales' dugout. I didn't quite make it out. You may have. You could hear it well in our mic. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit at the shortstop. Kenzie Carlo on the line drive, out. And that is out, number 2. To the shortstop on the line, little line drive. All right, so Artesia Aguirre comes to the plate, the second baseman for the Portales Rams. She'll step on the right side. Here's the pitch from Madison. Strike 1 call. Said he caught the outside corner. 0-1 to count. Martinez gets her pitch. Now she'll walk up onto the rubber. Bulldogs playing pretty shallow, pretty much straight away in the outfield. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball off the right side. Kind of cue-balled that one. And that outside pitch, got a piece of it. On deck is number 23, Bailey Hinderleiter, the DH in this ball game. And in the hole, Angel Ornelas, the shortstop for the Rams. 0-0. We're in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Did not go. Ball 1. That rise ball almost got her to chase, but she was able to check her swing. Big smile on her face as she said, I was able to check my swing there. So back ready to go is Maddie Martinez. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a pop fly out to center field, and coming on and making the play is Kenna Morrison on the can of corn to center. So they go down in order. 1, 2, 3. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody left on base. We've played a full inning, and our score is 0-0. Top of 2 coming up. Stay tuned.
After 1 continuing to play, 0-0.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
All right, going into the top of the second inning, coming to the plate for the Artesia Bulldogs will be KJ Ray. Wears number 7 on her black jersey, playing third base for the Bulldogs. She'll step in to face the pitcher, Olivia Gonzalez, for the first time. Bats from the right side. And Gonzalez gets her pitch. Now she's ready to go on the rubber. Catcher rolling, sets up on the inner third. That ball low for ball 1. Put it there, but just low. So on deck for the Bulldogs is the second baseman, number 22, Michaeli Morion, and in the hole, the pitcher, number 10, Maddie Martinez. Here's the pitch from Gonzalez, down and in, ball 2. Defensively, Miley Banda out in left, Cashlyn Fraze in center, and Abby Marquez in right for Portales.
34-21.
Infield is Emma Long at third, Angel Ornelas is short, Sierra Aguirre at second. As that ball hits her, for hit by pitch. First base runner is on. Syria Aguirre at second and Kaysen Mitchell at first. Kinsey Rowland catching and Olivia Gonzalez. So the leadoff is pitching. So the leadoff batter gets on here in the top of the second. And at the plate is Michaeli Morion. On deck is the pitcher, Madison Martinez, and in the hole is shortstop Kinsey Carlo for the Bulldogs. The wind in the pitch, going to square, bunt it, good bunt down the line. Pitcher will throw it to first in time, but the sacrifice bunt moves the runner over to second base. 1-3 the put out. But now a runner in scoring position.
Madison Martinez.
So Maddie Martinez will step in on the right side to face Gonzalez, with KJ Ray down at second base in scoring position and one out here in the top of the second. 0-0 our score. Winding the pitch, inside, ball one. If you're just now joining us, Bulldogs won game one, 9-0 in 7. So looking for the clean sweep of Portales on this district season, as they're 3-0 right now against them. There's a chopper foul down the left side for strike one. Go through district twice, and this is the second time through. Portales played us, of course, last week, or maybe a week and a half ago in Artesia. And now here at Portales for the second half of the district play. Saturday, the girls will be in Artesia at the friendly confines of the Mac Chase Complex, taking on Lovington. There's a swing, and it gets through the wickets over there. So in play. That'll put runners on the corners. So going to third base safely was KJ Ray. So now with one out, that'll bring number 12 to the plate, Kinsey Carlo, with runners at first and third. Martinez down at first and KJ Ray at third. That's the pitcher getting her pitch. Here's the wind and the pitch. Down and in, ball one. Bulldog baseball team continues their district with their second go this week. They play in 3 weeks in a row, but they're playing 3-game series instead of double headers. That's a strike called to Kinsey Carlo. 1-1 now the count. So the Bulldogs travel over to Lovington Friday evening. We'll be there 5 o'clock. If you can't make it or you're somewhere else in the world. What did I say? What I said Thursday. I said Friday. A little high, ball two. So I said Friday. I meant Thursday. Gene said, hey, it's Thursday, bonehead. So 5 o'clock in Lovington. He didn't say bonehead. I said bonehead. Thursday at 5, and then back in Artesia. Going to square to bunt. Good bunt right down the line. And they got her, though. Good play. 1-3, but the run does come across. So Bulldogs are able to get that sacrifice bunt in play. And so advanced by the batter and going to second base. And so Carlo, though, was out at first.
33-21.
All right, so now with 2 outs, the pitch is inside. Whitmire able to get out of the way of it, and so the runner moves over. Martinez now stands at third base on the wild pitch. And that's ball one to Jenna Whitmire. On deck is the top of the order, number 2, Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, first baseman Caden Apodaca for the Bulldogs. 2 outs, 1 run has come across. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side, coming in and going out. That's going to fall. And Jenna Whitmire with speed just goes all the way to second base. So a run does score on the hit. And the Bulldogs now lead 2-0 with Kenna Morrison coming to the plate. She is 0 for 1 with a fly out. That ball was just out there in no man's land in right field. Shallow. The second baseman didn't realize it was going to be so shallow until a little bit too late. They could not get to it, so Jenna just kept running and goes all the way to second and gets the RBI with a stand-up double. And Kenna now at the plate. First pitch called, strike one. On deck is Caden Apodaca, and in the hole, Zoe Warren for Artesia, as they now lead 2-0 and have a runner in scoring position at second base in Whitmire. There's a swing and a hit. That's going to be caught. Oh, it drops out of the glove. Great effort. She had to dive. So that's going to go down as a hit and a run scoring. That's a double. She dove. It did get in her glove, but she had to make a heck of a play to come up with that and dove to her right coming in. And so that's an RBI double for Kenna Morrison. And now the Bulldogs lead 3-0 with Caden Apodaca at the plate. She line drived out her first at bat out to left field. So she's 0 for 1 in the ballgame to face Gonzalez for the second time, and Kenna Morrison in scoring position, looking to add to the lead, 3-0 right now. First pitch, she hits it well. That's going to be over again. Almost a great play, but unable to get to it as she went down over to the line, and the left fielder made a great effort out there, but the double will score another run. And so Apodaca at second, and the Bulldogs now leading 4-0 with Warren coming to the plate. As Morrison scored from second on that double. 2 down, but the Bulldogs went on a 2-out rally here. As though Warren is 1 for 1 in the ball game. She hit a single her first time through. And she'll step up to face Gonzalez for the second time. First pitch called, strike 1. Good fastball there by Olivia Gonzalez. Mercedes Aguilar on deck and KJ Ray in the hole as the Bulldogs look to add to their total. Now leading 4-0 here in the top of the second. Here's the wind in the pitch. That's inside, ball 1. Anyway, back to Bulldog baseball. They're doing the 3-game series, so 3 weeks in a row. Last week they swept Portales. Had the game Thursday night at 5, and then came here and got the doubleheader win. That pop fly out of play is strike 2 to Zoe. So this week, travel over to Lovington on Thursday evening, play at 5 o'clock, and then have the doubleheader Friday evening in Artesia. It's also Little League night, so make sure your Little League players come out in their shirts and caps, get to wave at the crowd. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a fly ball at the right field. Coming on is the right fielder, and that will be out number 3. But the Bulldogs make some noise as they get some runs across the board. They get 3 hits, 4 runs. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. Going into the bottom of the second inning, Artesia 4, Portales 0.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
Here are some helpful tips to get you and your teeth through the winter months from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Brush your teeth twice a day. Brushing not only protects your teeth, but also protects the gums from catching infections. Use the right toothpaste. The cold winter air as well as sinus pressure can cause sensitivity. Floss daily. Flossing protects your mouth from developing plaque, with more prone to problems like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and oral cancer. At Smile Expressions, we welcome new patients. Contact us today, 575-746-1900.
All right, welcome back here to the bottom of the second inning. The Artesia Bulldogs leading the Portales Rams 4-0. As leading off will be the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Bailey Hinderleiter, playing the DP position here in game number 2. She caught game number 1. And umpire sweeps off the plate, and now we'll get ready to go. All right, so Hinderleiter will step in her first time to see Maddie Martinez of the Bulldogs here today. Here's the wind and the first pitch. Outside, ball 1. KJ Ray over at third, Caden Apodaca at first, McKaylee Morion at second, and Kinsey Carlo playing shortstop. Jenna Whitmire, Kenna Morrison, and Zoe Warren from left to right, with Mercedes Aguilar catching Maddie Martinez. There's a plane flying low over us, sounds like, or a helicopter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1 now the count. That's rattling so much it set off a car alarm. Yeah. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Down low for ball 2. Tell me again, what was that? AC-130 Spectre gunship is what that, and I don't know if you fans could hear that. You probably could on our field mic because it went over from Cannon Air Force Base. Set off a car alarm. Pitch swung on, fouled off to the right side for strike 2. So 2-2 the count. Amen. The PA said that's the sound of freedom, and I say I agree. All right, so 2-2 now the count. Nobody out. We're in the top of the second inning. Leadoff batter is Hinderleiter. Here's the pitch. In for ball 3, so a full count. Full count, and somebody just said $25. I don't know if that was a bribe or just talking about money. So full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop fly to the right side. That will get out of play for a foul ball strike. Count remains full as she stayed alive, did Hinderleiter. On deck is Ornelas, and in the hole long for the Portales Rams. 4-0 Bulldogs. As Maddie Martinez ready to go. Aguilar sets up on the outer third. Here's the pitch, and that's called strike 3. And that is out. Number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring number 6, the shortstop, Angel Ornelas, to the plate. Her first time through to see Maddie Martinez. Maddie ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 1 call. Caught the outside corner. So again, Maddie taking a look into the dugout to get her pitch. Wind and the 0-1. Swing and a pop fly back and out of play for a foul ball strike, and that is strike 2. So down quickly is Ornelas to Maddie Martinez, 0-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Wind, it's not a real wind, it's just a breeze. Continues to be breezy here in Portales as the sun's starting to get behind some buildings over to our right. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike number 3 on the swinging miss, and out number 2. And that'll bring Emma Long to the plate. Emma bats from the right side. She'll face Maddie Martinez for the first time through here in game number 2.
The one that was sitting right next to
Maddie Martinez ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Call strike 1 right down the pipe. Good fastball there from Maddie Martinez. On the corners playing up is Apodaca and Ray, and hugging the line. Up the middle playing back, and the outfield playing about normal. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. On deck is Casey Mitchell, the first baseman, and in the hole, number 3, the pitcher, Olivia Gonzalez. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing, puts it in the plate at second baseman. Mordion picks it up, throws it to first. And that is out number 3 on the ground out. 4-3 the put out. Portales goes down in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We're going into the top of the third. 4-0 Bulldogs. We'll be back.
Hi, it's Maria and Brisa with the Tate Branch Auto Group. Are you in the market for a new car but don't know where to look?
Well, look no further. Here at Tate Branch Auto Group, we have had our used car managers busy buying vehicles to fill our inventory and to meet your needs.
That's right. We are bringing in new cars daily and getting them ready to hit our showrooms. But hurry fast because these vehicles will not last long.
And if you have no time to make it down to the dealership, that's not a problem. You can view our entire inventory on www.tatebranch.com, where you will have the ability to purchase your car online with front door delivery.
That's right. Come and visit us at www.tatebranch.com.
And we do it all. Need an oil change? Come on in. No appointments necessary. Brakes making funny noises? We've got you covered. Transmissions in the dumps? That's not a problem.
Come see us today at Tate Branch in Artesia, Carlsbad, Hobbs, or Roswell, where the selection of vehicles will not disappoint.
It's off here. Chris Aguilar is off here in the top of the third. She is 0 for 1 in the ball game against Olivia Gonzalez, the pitcher here in game number 2 for Portales. Artesia steps in on the right side. Gonzalez looking, gets her pitch. Now she'll step onto the rubber. Shadows getting long here on the field. First pitch, just a little bit outside for ball one, or high. Here's Gonzalez getting ready to go. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Strike one on the swing. So Perseus will step back in with a 1-1 count. Nobody out here. Banda, Fraze, and Marcus from left to right. Long, Ornelas, Aguirre, and Mitchell from third to first. Roland catching Gonzalez. There's the pitch. Fouls it back into the net for strike two on the foul ball. So 0-2 the count. And going to get in that foul ball was the pitcher, Gonzalez, as it bounced off a pole, I think. Back onto the first baseline. 34-32. First and third both playing right on the bag here in the defense. There's a swing. That's a base rip out into right field, as Aguilar will be standing at first base with nobody out. And coming to the plate, and that's my phone ringing. Coming to the plate for the Bulldogs will be KJ Ray. She'll face Gonzalez for the second time. She is hit by pitch her first time through. Nobody out. Perseus Aguilar at first. As KJ steps in on the right side, and Gonzalez ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ooh, good cut, but a better pitch. Strike one. So 0-1 the count to KJ. On deck is Michaeli Morion, and in the hole, Maddie Martinez for the Bulldogs. As again, the call comes in from the coach. Portales dugout. Here's the wind in the pitch. Going to bunt it. Good bunt down the right side. Pitcher will pick it up, go to first in time. But that is a sacrifice bunt. And moving over to first base is Morion, safe at second. Perseus Aguilar. Coming to the plate is Michaeli Morion. So one out, runner in scoring position. It's Perseus Aguilar. Michaeli steps in. She had a sacrifice bunt her first time through. So she's 0 for 0. Here's the wind in the pitch. Strike called on the inside half of the plate. For strike one. 0-1 now the count to Michaeli. On deck is the pitcher, number 10, Madison Martinez. And in the hole, number 12, shortstop, Kinsey Carlo. Bulldogs with the lead and looking to add to it as they have a runner down at second. 4-0 here in the top of the third. The pitch, swing, fouls back into the umpire's right shoulder. Looks like he's okay. So 0-2 the count. As Michaeli will shorten up a little bit here with the 0-2. Gonzalez gets her pitch, now ready to go. The pitch, swing, and a foul ball back over Gene's head. He didn't even budge. Look over there at him. Foul ball strike. I know. That's why I said you didn't even budge. We're right over your head. Gene says, I just realized there's no net over my head. All right, the 0-2, here it is. Down and in, ball one. Kaylee looking to drive it somewhere and bring Perseus home from second and get that RBI. But again, behind in the count here, 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's in for ball two. So 2-2 now the count. Yeah, the shadow's getting long. There's trees along the outfield fence. Big trees. And so those shadows are kind of blocking the sun, but the sun off to our right, really. This field facing toward the, and that ball gets away from the catcher. That's ball three. So moving over to third base is Aguilar on the pass ball. And now just 60 feet away from adding to the score with one out and a full count. Michaeli Morion steps back in, and Gonzalez gets her pitch. The pitch swung on and foul ball back. Seventh pitch for McKaylee from Gonzalez. So number 8 coming up here, good at bat for Morion. She's fouled off several really good pitches. She was down 0-2, and then she's worked her way back to a full count. So once again, Gonzalez gets her pitch, steps onto the rubber, the wind and the pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. They're going to have to gather some softballs up. She's fouled off so many. Her 4th foul ball. The count remains full, and that was the 48th pitch in the ball game for Gonzalez. She's thrown 29 strikes and 19 balls so far. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a little flare right to the shortstop for out number 2. Runner will stay where she's at, and that'll be bringing up Madison Martinez to the plate. So Maddie with 2 outs steps in. She is 0 for 1, but she did reach on an error. And Gonzalez gets her pitch from the coach. Martinez ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly to the right side. Second baseman is going to try to get to it. And she drops it. This is almost a great play by Syria Aguirre, as she had to run a country mile, and she almost caught it, but it does drop for just a foul ball strike. So Maddie will get another opportunity here. Great effort by the second baseman. She's grinning. All right, so here's the 0-1 high for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Artesia Martinez looking to add to her lead, as she is the pitcher here in game 2. With 2 outs, she's got an opportunity for that RBI standing at third base. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit well out to center field. Center fielder will go over to the right side, her left, and make the play for out number 3. All right, so the Bulldogs do get a hit, but no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're going to go into the bottom of the 3rd inning with the score 4-0 Artesia.
Artesia Plumbing and Heating is your authorized Carrier air conditioning dealer. Home owned and operated for over 41 years. Artesia Plumbing and Heating installs residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioners. Artesia Plumbing and Heating handles your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier unit. Artesia Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs and Lady Dogs and wishes them the very best in this sports season. Artesia Plumbing and Heating, 746-3712.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
All right, we're going into the bottom 3rd inning. Artesia leading the Portales Rams 4-0. As Perseus Aguilar throws a one-hopper down to second base. And coming to the plate will be number 16, Kason Mitchell, the first baseman for the Portales Rams. The number 7 hitter in the lineup. So the Rams have gone down 1, 2, 3 each of the previous 2 innings. So now the number 7 hitter, 8 hitter on deck is Olivia Gonzalez, and the 9 hitter, Miley Benda, in the hole. So see if Maddie can keep that trend going. 1, 2, 3. So Kason Mitchell will step in on the right side. First time to see Maddie Martinez tonight. And the first pitch, a little bit wide for ball 1. KJ at third, Kay Napadaka at first, McKaylee Morion at second, and Kinsey Carlo playing shortstop. Out in the outfield is Zoe Warren in right with Jenna Whitmire in left and Kenna Morrison in center field. Of course, Perseus Aguilar catching Maddie Martinez. There's a swing and a miss. Looked like maybe a curve ball. 4 strike 1. 1-1 now the count to Mitchell. Martinez gets her pitch. And the wind. Pitch high and away on the rise ball for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. This field confuses me because that's got to be west. So we're facing south, right? Southeast, yeah. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. Good pitch there. Tried to catch up to it, did Mitchell, but unable to. So the count now 2-2. As she steps back in, Maddie with her pitch from the dugout and the wind in the pitch. Foul tip. Staying alive there is Mitchell. Martinez has thrown she's thrown 32 pitches here in the ball game. 8 balls and 24 strikes through 2 innings, and now facing the first batter in the third. The wind and the pitch, 2-2 count. Swing and another foul ball, staying alive is Mitchell. Good at bat here for the young lady, staying alive. On deck is number 3, Olivia Gonzalez, the pitcher, and in the hole, Miley Banda, the left fielder. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 3 called, got her looking. And that is out number 1. I was chuckling because the girls in the dugout having a good time in the Portales dugout over there, chanting and laughing. Love of the game. All right, so Olivia Gonzalez will come to the plate. First time through to see Maddie Martinez. And Maddie gets her pitch from coach and now ready to go. Just a bit low for ball 1. On deck is the number 9 hitter, left fielder, number 5, Miley Banda. And in the hole is the leadoff batter, right fielder, number 2, Abby Marcus, who was the game 1 pitcher for Portales. So the 1-0 coming up, the wind in the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Martinez once again ready to go on the rubber, the wind and the pitch. Just a bit outside, ball 2, 2-1. Now the count. Next week we'll wrap up district play, and then the Bulldogs, both the Lady Bulldogs and the Bulldog baseball team, will be looking to. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2, 2-2 now the count to Gonzalez. As the Bulldogs will end their district with the Goddard Rockets next Thursday night at home, and then Friday night at Goddard. And the Lady Bulldogs will wrap up next week as well. District play. Swing and a chopper down and back for a foul ball strike. So 2-2 the count remains. Lady Bulldogs played, of course, these 2 games. They got the first one. They're now 7-0 in district and leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the third, looking to go 8-0, and then they'll play Saturday against the Goddard Rockets at home, and then next Tuesday travel over to Lovington, and that'll round out district. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called, said it caught the outside of the zone for a out number 2 on the strikeout. And to the plate comes the lefty, Miley Banda. Her first time through, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. 40 total pitches thrown by Martinez. Been very effective, 30 strikes and only 10 balls. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And then so after district play next week, then they'll be seeded, and both the Bulldogs and the Lady Bulldogs looking to be high in the seedings. Bulldogs 3-0, Lady Bulldogs 7-0 right now. Swing and a foul ball back and out of play to our left. Oh, that sounded like it hit a car. Just hope it wasn't ours. All right, so 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Martinez. That's going to be away. That's where she had set up Aguilar, trying to get her to chase one. Ball 1. So it was outside to the left-hander. So 1-2 now the count with 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here's the pitch, swing, and a foul tip back into the net. Just missed that pitch. So the count remains 1-2. As the chants continue to come from Dallas. All right, so Banda back in, ready to go. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Pitch, swinging, another foul ball. She's staying alive, fighting off good pitches by Martinez. They gather the ball up, and Martinez makes her way back out to the circle. Another beautiful day in southeast New Mexico. Just a slight breeze as the sun is now down behind the buildings off to our right. Martinez ready to go. The count 1-2. Pitch, swing and a miss. She got her. And that is out number 3, strikeout swinging. So they go down in order once again. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. Bulldogs 4, Rams 0. Top of the 4th coming up.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeastern New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Need a family doctor you can trust? Artesia General Hospital's family practice team offers a full range of medical services to patients of every age. Led by family practice physician Dr. Joe Salgado, our providers can help you manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care. And for children, pediatrician Dr. Joanne Couch brings her expertise in managing your child's care from birth to age 18. Get peace of mind by finding a partner to care for your whole family close to home. We're accepting new patients at artesiageneral.com/family.
All right, welcome back here to the top of the 4th inning. We got an update from Gene, Goddard, and Lovington in the final score. 8-6 Lovington in game number 1. 1-0 Lovington in game 2 in the bottom of the 1st. And they are at Goddard. So Goddard at bat. And back here at our game, Kenzie Carlo stepping in. She is 0 for 1, or she's 0 for 0 with a sacrifice bunt. As she steps back in, here's the pitch, and it's a foul ball off to the right side for strike 1. 8-6 Lovington in game 1, and it's 1-0 Lovington, bottom of the 1st, game 2. All right, here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, that's hit well out to center field. Back, but she will make the play out there in center field for the long, deep fly out. For out number 1. Now to bring number 14, Jenna Whitmire, to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a double. She'll step in to face Olivia Gonzalez for the second time here. As Gonzalez looking over to her coach, gets the call. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, big cut. Come up empty, good pitch there, was down and in, and Jenna took a good cut at it. So 0-1 to count. Gonzalez looking to the dugout to get the pitch.
14:33.
And the coach thinking about it, and then he calls out the numbers. The pitch swung on and fouls it off her leg. Hopefully she's okay. She's going to kind of skip that one off. Went off her lower leg, I think. She's smiling, so she's okay. Jenna's tough. That hurt my ankle up here. Looked like it hurt anyway. So 2 now to Jenna. She'll have to shorten up and cover the plate here as Gonzalez gets her pitch. They come down and in twice in a row. Her catcher sitting up there again. This time, I guess a little high, ball 1. So 1-2 now the count. Whitmire back in. On deck is the top of the order, Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Caden Apodaca for the Bulldogs. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul ball off to the right side for a foul ball strike, and the count remains 1-2. Get a ball back out to Gonzalez and ready to go now. 1-2 the count. Boy, a pretty sunset over there, those clouds. Here's the pitch, high, ball 2. As I look out over to my right, I don't think the sun's fully down, but there's buildings in front of us, so we can't see it. Just looks like a beautiful, which it is, a beautiful sunset. Slight breeze out of the west. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a fly ball out to center field, coming on hard. Not going to be able to get there, and it gets by her. Whitmire will go into second and stop at second base. So another good effort out there, but unable to get to it. So the second double for Whitmire, and with 1 out, she now stands at second base. In the top of the order, Kenna Morrison coming to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a double and has a runner in scoring position now. And she got an RBI last time up. When she hit that double, Whitmire came in to score. All right, Gonzalez ready to go. Winding the pitch, swung on. That's going to be a base hit to the right side. And so will Whitmire come? It looks like she's going to send her. And they're going to hold at first base. And now going to, well, just stay there, they say. So the single is at RBI. And the Bulldogs now lead 5-0 with Kenna Morrison at first. And Caden Apodaca coming to the plate. She is 1 for 2 with a line drive out and a double. She also has an RBI as last inning. She hit that line drive double, and Morrison scored. Kenna now standing at first. Apodaca ready to go. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. 1-0 the count. On deck is the number 3 batter in the lineup, right fielder number 8, Zoe Warren. And in the hole, the cleanup batter, Perseus Aguilar, the catcher. 5-0 Bulldogs. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. She hit that a ton. Back. Goodbye. Home run. 2-run shot for Caden Apodaca. And she got every piece of that ball. Hit it over the left field fence. No doubt when it came off the bat. Caden with 2 more RBIs here in the game. She now has 3, and the Bulldogs now lead 7-0 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Apodaca, that's her 6th home run on the season. So they get a new ball out to the pitcher. And they're having a meeting in the circle right quick as the catcher comes out. So coming to the plate will be Zoe Warren. Zoe is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole, KJ Ray for Artesia. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning as the pitcher, Gonzalez, gets her pitch onto the rubber, ready to go. The wind in the pitch, swung on. That's going to be a hard shot to the second baseman. Good job backhanding it, and there's an out on the ground out. Aguirre, 4-3, the put out. And that is out number 2 here in the inning. Aguirre to Mitchell. So that will bring Perseus Aguilar to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a ground out and a double. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit to the right side. As it gets through the wickets, so going around to second base on the error. And she's going to hold her there at second. So the single and then an error as she puts it into right field. Moves over to second base on the error. And that'll bring KJ Ray to the plate. She's 0 for 0. She has been hit by a pitch, and she put down a sacrifice bunt, but with 2 outs here, she'll be swinging. KJ leading the team with 7 home runs on the season, so RBI down at second for her, and that pitch is down and in for ball 1. So they get the ball back up there. 32-25. Gene paying homage to the barking guy. That pitch down and in for ball 2. So barking guy, if you're out there listening, Gene just said it. If you get a hit, I'll bark. As the sun is set, the lights are on here at the ballpark in Portales. 2-0 the count. That ball is in for ball 3. So 3-0 now to KJ Ray. On deck is Michele Morion, and in the hole, the pitcher, Maddie Martinez for Artesia as they continue a two-out rally here. The wind and the pitch. Strike one call down the pipe. Taking all the way was KJ Ray, so now she'll be looking to hit one somewhere with a hitter's count, 3-1. Gonzalez likely to have to go after her right here. There's the pitch called. She's ready to go. And that's a ground ball to the second baseman. She will pick it up, go to first, and that'll end the threat. 4-3 for out number 3 on the ground out. But the Bulldogs once again do some damage as they get 4 hits, 3 runs. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. A big 2-run shot by the first baseman, Caden Apodaca. All right, 7-0 Bulldogs, bottom of the 4th coming up.
Hey Artesia, Cambria here from your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell. Feed the whole fam with our amazing new deal, our 10-piece leg and thigh feast for only $31.99. It includes 2 mashed potatoes and gravy, slaw, and 5 buttermilk biscuits. All this amazing food for only $31.99. You've got to try it. You can also add on either 4 crispy tenders or a chocolate or lemon cake for only $5.55 more. We hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell in Artesia.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com. Bottom
of the 4th as the Bulldogs toss it around after the throwdown from Perseus Aguilar to second base. Coming at the plate is number 2, Abby Marcus for the Rams. She is the leadoff batter. She's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out looking her first time through. Maddie Martinez pitched a complete game. She's thrown 46 pitches to this point. Here's the wind and the pitch. And she did. Oh, I thought she kept her bat out there long enough, but did not. So ball 1. As she had squared the bunt, but pulls it back on the low pitch. So 1-0 the count to Marcus. On deck is Cashlyn Fraze, and in the hole, Syria Aguirre for the Rams. Bottom of the 4th, and here's the pitch. She's squaring around the bunt again. She will try to get the butt down, and she does. KJ Ray comes up, throws it down, and she got her. She did. She got her foot back down. And so a good play there by Michele Morion, actually, who went up for that. And so 5-2 over at first base. That is out, number 1. That'll bring Cashlyn Fraze to the plate. She'll step in on the right side. Her second time through, she hit a line drive out her first time up. And Martinez ready to go. The wind and the pitch. She's going to square the bunt. Puts it down, and it gets... She is there, beats it out. So the ball got by KJ Ray. Maddie tried to glove it, and it kind of went under her glove. So the infield hit is the first hit of the ball game for the Portales Rams, as they have Cashlyn Fraze at first base. And the number 3 hitter in the lineup, Syria Aguirre, coming to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a fly out. So Portales now with their first base runner here in game number 2. Madison Martinez has her pitch and ready to go. 1 out. Here's the pitch, going to square the bunt. She puts it down. Martinez will come up and make the play. 1-3, and the runner safe at second base now with 2 outs. So the 1-3 put out. He puts Cashlyn Fraze in scoring position, and that'll bring Bailey Hindenleiter to the plate. She is Hinderleiter. She is the DP here in the ball game, batting in the 4-hole, wearing number 23 on her jersey. 0 for 1. She struck out looking her first time through. There's a little flare ball into right field, coming up with it and bringing it to second base. So the run will come across on the nice hit there by Hinderleiter. So she gets a single. And the run does score all the way from second base. So the score now 7-1. as Ornelas will step in. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging her first time through. 2 outs, runner at first base is Hinderleiter. Here's the pitch, swing, and a foul tip back for strike number 1. On deck is the third baseman, number 11, Emma Long, and in the hole, first baseman, number 16, Taysom Mitchell for the Portales Rams. All right, so Maddie gets her pitch from coach. Ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing, a chopper out in front of the plate, foul ball. She took that spin and spun backwards. That's the second strike on the foul ball. So 0-2 now to Ornelas. She will hustle back, pick up her bat, ready to go. Takes a look down at her coach, now steps in on the right side. Martinez taking a look over to the dugout and gets her pitch. And here comes Martinez, now ready to go. Persez sets up on the outer third. And the pitch, swung on, pop fly on the infield. And Apodaca, and she is out. Runner interference. He called her out, and so did the field and umpire in the field. Okay, so out on runner interference, and that is out number 3. But Portales gets on the board as they get the. Let's see, they got. They're still talking about it. Coach talking to the first base ump. They got 2 hits and 1 run. No errors and 1 runner left on base. We've played 4 full going into the top of the 5th. Bulldogs 7, Portales 1. We'll be back.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to summer and hotter weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Portales just threw the ball down. They've thrown it around in the infield talking to the pitcher. Olivia Gonzalez has come to the plate for the Bulldogs here to start things off in the top of the 5th inning is number 22, McKaylee Morion. McKaylee in the game is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt and a line drive out. As Gonzalez takes a look over to her coach, waiting on a pitch. Oh, waiting on the ump. All right, here we go. She gets her pitch, ump's back ready, and the pitch, low for ball 1. On deck for the Bulldogs is Maddie Martinez. In the hole, Kenzie Carlo. As they lead 7-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody out, first batter. Strike 1 called right down the middle to Morion. So McKaylee will step back in here with a 1-1 count. Gonzalez ready to go. Pitch. Ball in. So the count now 2-1 to the batter, McKaylee. Banda, Fraze, Marquez from left to right. Long, Ornelas, Getty, and Mitchell from third to first. Rowland catching Gonzalez. Portales defense. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's hit well out to right field. The right fielder makes the play on another line drive fly out for McKaylee Morion for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. All All right, so Maddie Martinez will step up. She is 0 for 2. She reached on an error, and she has flown out. She's the pitcher here looking to get the win. There's a swing, foul back, straight back. Just missing that pitch for strike number 1. All right, Maddie steps back in, and the pitcher Gonzalez takes a look over at her dugout to get the pitch. Now she's ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Did he say strike? Okay. So, yeah, 0-2. Huh. He confused me. So cut the top end of the strike zone. And it's 0-2. The pitch swung on. That's hit well to right field. The right fielder going back and will make the play. Good read on that ball as she took her steps back and then makes a play on the line drive out. And that is out number 2, which will bring Kenzie Carlo to the plate. Kenzie's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt and a fly out. And so again, getting the pitch. That ball called strike 1 on the inside corner. So Kenzie steps back in. On deck is Jenna Whitmire, and then we're back to the top of the order. Bulldogs have done damage with 2 outs the last 2 innings. See if they can do it again. That's a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So leading out, getting a 2-out single. And then going to second base on a throw is Carlo. So she gets the single and moves over to second base on an error. And so with 2 outs, Jenna Whitmire will step in. She's 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles. So the Bulldogs again have done damage with 2 outs the last 2 innings. Looking to do it again as standing down at second base is Carlo. Jenna Whitmire at the plate. Here's this pitch called strike 1. Top the upper half of the strike zone. So 0-1 is Jenna. Takes a look down at Coach Pulido. Now back in with her signal, which was, I think, go get it. Here's the wind in the 0-1. Whoa, that looked like the same pitch. Ball 1-1 now the count. So 1-1. Gonzalez ready to go. Whitmire back in there. Here's the pitch swung on, a little roller to the right side. Good job by the second baseman, and they will get her on the ground out, and that is out number 3. 4-3 the put out, and the Bulldogs come up empty on the scoreboard. They get 1 hit. There was 1 error. 1 runner left on base. The score after 4 1/2, 7-1, Bulldogs on top.
Chaos Cafe is the place to kick your taste buds in the face. With some of the best food around, including a big breakfast that can scratch that itch. Whether you're fiending for French toast or begging for biscuits, they've got you covered. Plus great lunch specials, signature burgers, and some of the most satisfying portions in the galaxy. Chaos Cafe backs the Bulldogs and the student athletes that work hard and play harder. Open Monday through Saturday from 5:30 till 2 at 501 South 1st in Artesia. Put a little chaos in your day with Chaos Cafe, and go Bulldogs.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else, or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county, or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
All right, welcome back, Bulldog fans, here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. If you're listening on the radio but you have a device you want to watch, go to KSVPTV.com or go to KSVP on Facebook or KSVP Radio YouTube channel. You can watch it in any one of those 3 places, and of course, listen to it right here on the radio. All right, at the plate is Emma Long to lead things off here. First pitch, down and in, ball 1. Emma 0 for 1 on the night. She grounded out the first time through, or not on the night, 0 for 1 here in this ball game. the nightcap. So 1-0 the count. On deck is the first baseman, Kason Mitchell. In the hole, Olivia Gonzalez. Called strike one, caught the outside corner. So 1-1 the count. Martinez ready to go. Here's the wind in the 1-1. Right down the middle, called strike two. So 1-2 the count. As we start here the bottom of the fifth inning, Bulldogs up by 6, 7-1. Maddie ready to go. Wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is out number 1 in the inning, and that'll bring to the plate number 16, the first baseman, Kason Mitchell. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Good pitch here, fastball on the outside by Martinez to get that strikeout for out number 1. And now Mitchell will step in on the right side. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking her first time through. Martinez ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one to Mitchell. On deck is the pitcher, number 3, Olivia Gonzalez. And in the hole, the left fielder, Miley Banda for the Palace Rams. Martinez with the wind and the 0-1. Chopper to the right side, foul, as Apodaca will field that. Throw it back to the pitcher. And by the way, defensive setup for the Bulldogs, Warren, Whitmire, and Morrison right, left, center. Apodaca, Ray, Morion, Carlo, first, third, second, short. And the catcher, Aguilar, with Martinez pitching. Madison's thrown 60 pitches now through 4 1/3. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul tip back for strike number 2. Or stays strike number 2. That was just a foul ball strike. It was already 0-2, so she'll remain with that count. Again, Martinez getting her pitch from the Artesia dugout. And now ready. Artesia sets up in the middle, inside. That's in too much for ball 1. So 1-2 now the count. Artesia set up in on that inside corner. It's just down and in. Good place to miss. Trying to get her to chase one out of the zone. That was basically unhittable, but she did not go for it. So 1-2 the count. Martinez, the pitch. Foul tip into the glove, and that is out. Number 2 on the swinging strikeout. And that'll bring Olivia Gonzalez. Number 3, the pitcher. She steps in on the right side. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking her first time up. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Martinez once again gets her pitch from the dugout and now ready to go. Aguilar sets up on the inner third. A little high, but strike as she swung through that rise ball. Good pitch there, so strike 1, 0-1 now the count to Gonzalez. Left fielder, number 5, Miley Banda on deck, and then back to the top of the order for the Palace Rams is number 2, Martinez. And there's another swing and a strike as Abby Marquez, the right fielder, is in the hole. So 0-2 the count quickly here to Gonzalez, the shortstop, as she steps back in. Martinez ready to go. Aguilar setting up right in the middle, a little bit high for ball 1. All right, so the count 1-2 as Maddie looks over to the dugout, gets her pitch from the coach, and now the wind in the pitch. Again high for ball 2, not chasing was Gonzalez. Defense playing like they have all game, basically straight away. Not too deep in the outfield. Infield playing straight away as well, but on the corners playing up, 3rd and 1st. The wind and the pitch in for ball 3. So good at bat here for Gonzalez. She started off 0-2 and now is not taking any of the offerings that Martinez has brought, trying to get her to swing at something that was out of the zone. So full count now for Gonzalez. 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's 7-1 Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball 4. too tight inside, so that puts the runner down at first base. So a 2-out rally here. Try to get something going with the Portales Rams. So Miley Banda coming to the plate. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. The lefty will face the right-hander, Madison Martinez, for the second time through. Runner at first base is Gonzalez, and Banda steps in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Little slap right at the third baseman, and that is out number 3. As a little line drive out to KJ Ray. We'll wrap it up. No hits, no runs, no errors. 1 runner left on base. Top of 6 coming up. Bulldogs 7, Portales Rams 1.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends May 2nd, 2022.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
Welcome back here to Portales. 7-1 Bulldogs going into the top of the 6th inning. Update from Goddard. Lovington leading in the top of the 3rd, 6-2 over the Goddard Rockets. They got Goddard in the first game, 8-6. And so looking to try to get a sweep over the Rockets as they now lead 6-2 in the top of the 3rd. We're in the top of the 6th here as the Artesia Bulldogs lead the Portales Rams 7-1. And coming to the plate will be the leadoff batter, Kenna Morrison. On deck, number 24, Caden Apodaca. And in the hole, number 8, Zoe Warren. Top 6. We have a dancing scorekeeper. All right, so 7-1 our score, top of 6. Morrison, the leadoff batter, will lead off here in the top of the 6th. 2 for 3 in the ball game. She looks at called strike 1. She's got a fly out her first time up and then doubled and singled her last 2 at bats. She steps in to lead things off here in the top of the 6th. And Gonzalez ready to go. Swung on, hard hit down the line on the left side. And she will be at first base. So standing at first base. What in the world is going on here? Undo that. I don't know what I did. Oh no. So Morrison down at first base and Caden Apodaca at the plate. First pitch, call ball 1. One on the count to Apodaca. She's 2 for 3 with a home run in this ball game, plus a double. So she's hit the ball in the nose a couple times. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called. Up in the higher end of the strike zone there. So 1-1 now to Caden. On deck is the number 3 hitter in the lineup, Zoe Warren. And in the hole, the cleanup batter, Perseus Aguilar. That pitch too high for ball 1. So 1-1, or 2-1 now the count to Caden. Nobody out. Runner at first base is Kenna Morrison. Apodaca back ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on, again hit high into the air out the left field, but this time catchable. Left fielder will make her way into foul territory and make the play out there. And that is out number 1. So Zoe Warren will step up with 1 out. She is 1 for 3 with a single, a fly out, and a ground out. So her 4th time to face Gonzalez here in the ball game. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike called, caught the outside and up her into the strike zone. So 0-1 now to Zoe. On deck is Mercedes Aguilar and in the hole third baseman KJ Ray for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a base rip out into left center field. Going from first to third and going into second. She's going to come home on the error all the way from first base. And so the single with an error. And the Bulldogs now lead 8-1. So Zoe Warren will bring Mercedes Aguilar to the plate. That pitch high and away for ball 1. So 1-0 the count as Mercedes steps back in. Here's the pitch, down low. It skips away from the catcher. So ball 2, and moving over to third base on the pass ball is Zoe Warren. So 2-0 the count, 1 out, 8-1 our score. Runner at third base is Warren. Here's the pitch, low for ball 3. On deck is KJ Ray, and in the hole, McKaylee Morion for the Bulldogs. They look to add to their run total, now leading 8-1, getting 1 run across here in the inning, and now have a runner at third base to try to get a second run across. Here's the pitch, high, ball 4. On 4 straight, Mercedes will walk, and that'll bring to the plate. We got a substitute coming in here. Looks like number 18 coming in for the Bulldogs. It's a pinch hit. So that'll be Liz De La Riva coming in. Liz bats from the right side as the coach and the umpire talk about the changes. And on deck is going to be number 17 for the Bulldogs. All right, so the umpire looking to tell the Portales bench the changes, and then we'll be ready to go. Runners on the corners, 1 out, 8-1 our score. Bulldogs lead. And Liz De La Riva will step up. Her first time to see Gonzalez here in the ball game. Here's the wind. She squares the bunt. She bunts it foul ball back into the net for strike 1. So they gather that ball up and get ready to go again. Mercedes was all the way down at second. So she'll come back, and I don't know if she's asking coach. She must have missed it or something because she had her hands out like, what was that? Missed the signal, I guess. All right, so Liz steps back in, 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch, high and away, and going to second base safely on that ball is Mercedes Aguilar. Defensive indifference. So now 2 runners in scoring position, and the count 1-1 to Liz De La Riva. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul ball back into the net. Good pitch there, in on her hands. She did got her bat on the ball, but fouled it back. So now the count 1-2 to De La Riva. Aguilar at second and Warren at third. 1-2 count, 1 out. Gonzalez to the plate. Swung on, she hits it well, and that's going to be a base hit out into left field and coming around. Whoop, she's going to hold her up at third base. So a nice piece of hitting there by De La Riva, and she gets the single and the RBI. And staying at third base. So runners on the corners, and now we have another change here. Is coming in for the Bulldogs, Michaeli Morion, is number 17, Meili Tupo. Here's the pitch. Strike one called on the outside half and upper end of the zone. So Tupo will step back in. 0-1 the count. 1 out. Runners at first and third for Artesia. Here's this pitch. Swing and a foul ball back and out of play for strike number 2. So 0-2 the count. She'll cover the plate here. Well, Meili.
25-12.
And Gonzalez gets her pitch from her coach. 0-2. There's a swing, bounce up the middle, and we'll get the fielder's choice at second, but the run does score. So in play, fielder's choice, and that was 6-4. Runner comes home on the fielder's choice, and safe at first is Tupo, and that'll bring Maddie Martinez to the plate. She's 0 for 3, reached on an error, flown out, and live drive fly out. The score now 10-1. Here's the pitch. Strike one called to Maddie. On deck is the shortstop, Kenzie Carlo, and in the hole, Jenna Whitmire for the Bulldogs. Here's this pitch, swing and a miss, good cut, but a better pitch. Got her in on her hands and swung through the pitch. Now 0-2 to Maddie Martinez, the sophomore pitcher for the Bulldogs here in game number 2. She's a sophomore all year long, but she's the pitcher in game number 2. Here's the wind in the pitch, swung on. It's a chopper left side foul for a foul ball strike, and the count remains 0-2. So everybody will go back, get reset. Maddie will step back in. And the pitch comes in from the coach, and Gonzalez is ready to go. 0-2 count. In for ball 1. She steps back in with a 1-2 count now. Again, Gonzalez gets her pitch from the coach, and the wind in the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a hard hit, and that's a base hit to the left side. Going from first to third is Tupo, and going into second for a stand-up double. Is Madison Martinez, and that'll bring Kenzie Carlo to the plate. She is 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt, a flyout, and a single. The score now 10-1, but 2 runners in scoring position here with 2 outs. Kenzie steps in. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a little looper and caught by the shortstop. So that will be the final out in the inning. The Bulldogs do some damage, though, as they get some runs. They get 3 hits, 3 runs. There were 2 errors on the Petalis Rams, and the Bulldogs leave 2 on base. So through 5.5, the score 10-1 Artesia.
Hello, Martin here from Frost Mortgage. I want to tell you about something really, really awesome. It's my Zero for Hero program. Are you a veteran, current military? Do you work in the medical field, the police department, fire department, or are you in the school system? If you are, then we need to talk. My Zero for Hero program can assist you with either your closing cost or your interest rate. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
Frost Mortgage is a division of Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated and is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 3094.
With the price of gas really high, you may be looking for a more economical car or truck. Well, look no further than Artesia Ford Sales. Artesia Ford Sales is known for their selection of Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. And right now, that reputation means Artesia Ford is able to have in stock a great selection of gas-sipping vehicles for you to consider. With certified pre-owned, you can rest assured your purchase is top quality and qualifies for a much lower interest rate than a typical used car. So save money on gas and save money on your monthly payment with a quality certified pre-owned car from Artesia Ford Sales.
All right, welcome back, Bulldog fans. The Artesia Bulldogs have throwing it down and around the horn, and now in the circle talking about it is the infield. Bottom of the 6th inning, coming to the plate will be number 2, Abby Marquez. She is 0 for 2 in the ball game with a strikeout looking and a ground out. So she'll face Maddie Martinez for the 3rd time. As we've had some changes. Let me see what I can figure out here. As coming in to catch will be Jenna Whitmire. And let me see if I can figure out where Perseus is at 3rd. There's a line drive hit out to right field. Coming into first base with it hard was the right fielder. So out in right field is number 18. Which is Elizabeth De La Riva. So Jenna Whitmire coming to catch. That base hit is a leadoff single here, and at the plate now is Cashlyn Fraze. Here's the wind in the pitch, tries to bunt it. And that is a strike 1. Did not get the bat back. So Jenna Whitmire behind the plate, moving to 3rd base. Or out into left field is Zoe Warren. Here's the pitch, way outside, gets by the catcher. On the wild pitch, the runner will move down. So 1-1 now the count to Fraze. And going down to second base on that wild pitch is Abby Marcus. Okay, I'm trying to see here. All right, so KJ Ray. I don't think I see any other defensive changes. They're going to try to get the bunt down again. It's going to stay fair. And the throwdown not in time, so the bunt is an infield hit. And runners now on the corners for the Palace Rams with nobody out. And coming to the plate is number 15, Cydia Agidi. All right, so Bulldog defense now has, I changed it all up. Yeah, I'm about to say that, the changes. As Gene said, did you see the change? And I did. So Whitmire is going to go out and talk to the infield as runners on the corners with nobody out. So Zoe Warren moves from right to left. Liz De La Riva goes into right field. Kenna Morrison remains in center. Whitmire comes in from left to catch, and Aguilar goes to 3rd base. Carlos still at short, Morion at 2nd, and Apodaca at 1st with Maddie Martinez pitching. They do put down the bunt sign here, and that strike 1 call. The throw down to 3rd, not in time. So strike 1, and the batter does move. The runner at first base does move to 2nd. So now 2 runs in scoring position for the for Talos Rams, with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and a 10-1 lead for the Bulldogs. The pitch high for ball 1. 1-1 now to get it. On deck is the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Bailey Hinderleiter, and in the hole, Angel Ornelas for the Talos Rams. 1-1 the count, nobody out. Here's the wind in the pitch from Martinez. Just missed inside, ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Martinez with a good fastball there, but just missed in. So the count 2-1 as she got her pitch. Now the wind in the pitch. Again inside, further inside that time. Ball 3, so 3-1 now to number 15, Cydia Agidi. Martinez taking a look over at coach. Gets the pitch. Gets the sign. Now the wind in the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly off the right field. Coming on strong is De La Riva. She's going to throw it home. Great throw, and that is out. Double play. Great job out there by De La Riva. She caught that and set up to throw it, and she throws it home. And so the fielder's choice goes from
23.
Tag out. And done. So safe at third, yes. First pitch high to Hinderleiter for ball one. So 2 down, bottom of the sixth. On a great play there by Della Riva out in right field. As she gets the 9-2 double play on a fantastic throw. That pitch is fouled back for strike one. So 1-1 now to Hinderleiter. And she throws it from right field right to the spot on home plate. And now we got a coach is going to talk about it. So they're talking about if it was an out. I thought it was an out, but I thought he called her out. He did like that, yeah. This is a long time. This is several pitches have been thrown. I don't think you could change it now. 1-1 the count, and he called her out. So now Coach Polito going to come out and see what's been talked about. So somebody caught it on video. They're saying that I can hear them in the. We got it on video. They said.
It's on video. It's plain Jane. It's on the ground when she came in. Right there. It's plain Jane. Right
So what are we going to do? The umpires are discussing it with Coach Polito and the coach for Portales right now. I don't think they can change it with pitches thrown. They should have argued it when it happened. But the fans are what got them stirred up. So they're still talking about it. All right, so we're going to wait and see what they decide here. I think I know 2 pitches have been thrown, so it's 1-1 to the new batter, and he did call her out, but yeah. So they're still discussing it. I guess, Gene, you probably got zeroed in on it. Right. So still discussing it, and I'm thinking he may change the call because Coach Polito's now arguing, which I don't think you change the play, but they might do it. We'll see. If they do, we'll all change our scorebook. I did too. Yes, I did. Right. So the official scorebook and I are both talking about it up here just so you fans know who I'm talking to. I'm not just talking to myself. She's talking to me. They can't hear you, but they can hear me. These fans keep saying she dropped the ball. He called her out. All right, so count the run. Wow, that's a new one to me. They changed it after pitches have been thrown, which I believe is illegal. All right, so I've got to undo that. Undo that. Undo that. Okay. So it's 10-2, but I got to figure out. So who? Let's see. Abby Marcus scored. Okay, so undo that. All right, so we're going to say out on the sacrifice fly to right field. Done. And she comes home. Advanced by batter. She goes to third. It's 1-1, or it should be. Which is why the umpire's going, oh, no, not supposed to. All right, so 1-1. I think it's 1-1. I mean, it was 1-1, unless he discounts those 2 pitches. All right, here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 2 called. So 1-2 now the count to Hinderleiter. I don't think, Gene, I've seen that before where they change it after pitchers are thrown. There's a hit up the middle. That'll be a single. As Morrison comes in quickly, gets it to second base. So the single will bring in a run. And that'll bring Angel Ornelas to the plate. 10-3 the score. And Angel Ornelas will step up. She's 0 for 2, struck out swinging, and grounded out. She steps in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swinging and a miss. Strike 1. So an interesting play there is the call at the plate a while ago on what we thought was a double play was reversed after 2 pitches to the next batter. All right, so 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing. That's a chopper up the middle. Oh, good play by Carlo. Wow! ESPN highlights that ball took a really hard bounce, and she went and got it. And so a fantastic play by Kinsey, and that'll end the threat. Coach Crandall's going to walk out and talk about it. All right, so Portales does score some runs, but the 6-3 double play is the second and the third outs. All right, so we're going to go into the, they're still talking about it out there. Was that Ornelas, the last batter? We'll be back, fans. I'm trying to figure out my scoreboard. 10-3 Bulldogs going into the top of the 7th.
Prices are being slashed at Castle Rentals, Artesia's fun and friendly rent-to-own furniture store. Get a free mattress pad cover when you purchase a Serta or Kingdom mattress. Both brands on sale now. Get deep discounts on lamps by Cow Lighting. Beautiful and unique handcrafted lamps made right here in the US of A. Find your new furniture, appliances, or electronics today at Castle Rentals, 2616 West Main in Artesia. Rent to own or 90 days same as cash on all items.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, we're back here as the Artesia Bulldogs, Jenna Whitmire at the plate. Ball 1. Jenna is 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles, 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. She grounded out her last time at bat. We're in the top of the 7th inning, nobody out. 10-3 Bulldogs. As Gonzalez, who has gone the whole way, has thrown 107 pitches. There's a deep drive out to left center, but it's going to be caught out there in left field by Banda. So the fly out is out number 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. And that'll bring the top of the order, Kenna Morrison, to the plate. Kenna is 2 for 4 with a fly out, a double, a single, and reaching on an error. So she's been on 3 times out of her 4 plate appearances. Double, single, and error. She steps in with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1, just missed off the plate. A 1-0 the count. Morrison steps back in. Caden Apodaca on deck and Zoe Warren in the hole. Here is the wind and the pitch. Called strike 1. They look like the same pitch. So 1-1 now the count. As Gonzalez back ready to go, the wind and the pitch. and it fights off the inside pitch for a foul ball, strike 2. So Morrison kind of got eat up with that fastball in, but she did foul it off, so she got a piece of it. 1-2 now the count. As Kenny steps back in. Nobody on base, and it's the top of the 7th inning. Bulldogs lead by 7, 10-3. Wind and the pitch, outside and high, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Gonzalez with her signal. Her numbers, now the pitch. Down and in, ball 3. So a full count now for Morrison. Because that was the 113th pitch thrown by Gonzalez. She's thrown 72 strikes and 41 balls. And she is ready to go here. Gets her signal from the dugout in number form. And the payoff pitch, it's inside for ball 4. So the 1-out walk puts Morrison down at first, and that brings Caden Apodaca to the plate. She is doubled and home runned. She's 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs here in the ball game. She'll step in on the right side to face Gonzalez for the 5th time. And the pitch swung on, chopper foul ball for a foul ball, strike 1. So 0-1 the count now to Caden as she'll comes back down the line and gets ready to go. Morrison at first, Apodaca at the plate. 0-1 the count with 1 out, top of 7. The pitch, strike 2, call, got that inside corner. So 0-2 now to Caden Apodaca. Zoe Warren waiting on deck, and Perseus Aguilar in the hole. As the numbers come in to Gonzalez, now she's ready to wind in the pitch. Inside, ball 2. I'm sorry, ball 1. 1-2 now the count. All right, Gonzalez again gets her number, and there's a line drive foul off to the left side for a foul ball, strike. So the count remains 1-2. And the wind in the pitch, inside, ball 2. 2-2 now the count for Apodaca. Here's the wind in the pitch, swung on, hit hard, but foul down the left side for a foul ball, strike. So again, the count remains 2-2 to Caden as they gather that up out there and left, off the fence.
Hey, right here, kid. 14-12.
Gets the ball back. She gets her numbers. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's hit well out to left field. That's going to get over the outstretched arms. One hops into the fence. Coming from first to third will be Morrison, and going in for a stand-up double. Her second of the ball game, and her 4th RBI is Caden Apodaca. So the Bulldogs now lead 11-3. And number 8, Zoe Warren steps in. She is 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Runner at second base is Caden Apodaca. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole, Liz De La Riva for the Bulldogs. 11-3. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, little pop fly in the infield. Second baseman will come on and make the play for out number 2. Apodaca stayed at second base, of course, and that'll bring Perseus Aguilar to the plate. Perseus is 2 for 3 with a walk, a pair of singles and a walk. And she has a duck on the pond down at second base. Tried to drive her in. The Bulldogs lead 11-3 and 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 low. Persea steps back in. Numbers come into the pitcher, Gonzalez, and now she's ready to go. The wind and the 1-0. Low, ball 2. So on deck is Liz De La Riva, and in the hole, Meli Tupou. Here's the wind and the pitch. Low, ball 3. So 3-0 the count now to Perseus. 2 down and a runner at second base in the form of Apodaca. And the 3-0 coming. Wind in the pitch. Strike called right down the middle for strike 1. 3-1 now to Perseus Aguilar. Gets her number in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Picks it up, goes to first, and that is out number 3 on the ground out. 4-3 the put out. So going into the top of the bottom of the 7th inning, the Bulldogs get 1 hit, 1 run, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The score going into the bottom of the 7th, 11-3 Bulldogs.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
Saving money is much easier when you do it automatically. All you have to do is tell us how much you want to save, and we'll automatically deduct it from your checking account and put it in your savings account. Out of sight, out of mind. It's the easy way to save. Get started with automatic savings today. Western Bank of Artesia. We're big on you. Member FDIC.
We're big on you.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here for the bottom of the 7th inning, and coming to the plate will be number 11, Emma Long, to lead things off here for the Rams. On deck is number 16, Kaysen Mitchell, and in the hole, number 3, Olivia Gonzalez. Bulldogs have thrown it down. They're in the circle giving their high fives. Having gone the whole way here, Maddie Martinez has thrown 83 total pitches through 6, 61 of which are strikes, 22 balls. And now Emma Long will step in. She's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Bulldog defense ready to go. And here's the first pitch of the bottom of the 7th. Swing, that's a base hit into right field for a leadoff single for Emma Long. And that'll bring to the plate Kaysen Mitchell, the first baseman. She is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a foul ball caught. All right, so Martinez taking a look over to coach to get the pitch, her signal, and now she has it ready to go. Aguilar setting up, or Whitmire setting up on the inner third. Here's the pitch. She throws it in there. Strike 1 called, caught the inside corner. Had a few changes in the last inning. Jenna Whitmire now catching. Perseus Aguilar moved to third. Zoe Warren moved from right to left, and Liz De La Riva out in right field. The remainder of the defense the same, and I'll go through that here in just a minute. Bottom of the 7th, here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball to the right side, strike 2. So those that started and stayed in the same positions, Kenna Morrison in center, Kenzie Carlo at short, McKaylee Morion at second, and Caden Apodaca over at first, with Madison Martinez having gone the whole way here in the circle for the Artesia Bulldogs. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Long at first base after the opening single. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase. And so she goes down swinging on a good rise ball there from Madison Martinez. And that'll bring number 3, the pitcher, Olivia Gonzalez, to the plate. All right, so Maddie gets her numbers from coach over in the dugout, looks at her wristband, and now ready to go. The wind and the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. As Gonzalez steps back in, Martinez gets her signal, now ready to go. Wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two, great fastball. Just blew it by her that time on the swing. So 0-2 now the count to Gonzalez, the pitcher for the Rams. Martinez with her signal, now ready to go. 0-2, 1 out. Here's the pitch. A little high and outside for ball one. It did not chase. Gonzalez did not chase. Whitmire had set up out there on that outside corner, just a little high and out. As both Whitmire and Madison look over to the dugout for their sign. Now they get it. And Jen is setting up right in the middle. Here's the pitch. That's where it was at. It's a little pop fly going out. Oh, and almost making the catch, but it gets over her glove. Was the shortstop, Kenna Carlo. So the single moves the runner over to second base. And so with 1 out, they now have 2 runners on the base path. And the left-hander, the left fielder, number 5, Miley Banda, will step to the plate. Miley 0 for 2, struck out swinging her first time, hit a line drive fly out her second time through. Here's the wind and the pitch, going to try to bunt it, and it's a foul back for foul ball strike 1. She was trying to move that, get a running bunt going there. Aguilar was charging on that from third. So trying to move those runners over there is Banda. 0-1 the count on that foul ball bunt attempt. Pitch, strike 2 called on the outside half of the plate to the lefty. That time she did not square around the bunt, so doubt she will here. 0-2 the count. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning. The wind and the pitch. She went. Nope, she didn't. Ball 2. No, ball 1. 1 and 2 now the count. And she was able to check her swing. So again, she'll step back in on the left side. Martinez and Whitmire both get their signals from the dugout. Whitmire sets up on the outer half of the plate. Here's the pitch. And that's where it was at, but too far away. So 2 and 2 now the count to Banda. Again, the catcher and pitcher looking over to the dugout to get their signals. They get those. 2-2 the count, 1 out. Runners at first and second for Portales, down by 8. 11-3 is our score. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off to the left side and out of play. Ooh, it went off the front end of a pickup. I don't think it hurt it. So now she's up to 96 pitches here through 6 1/3 is Madison Martinez. 71 of which strikes, so good strike percentage as she's well over 2/3. All right, so the 2-2 pitch ready to come from Maddie Martinez. Whitmire on the outer third. The pitch swung on, fouled off to the left side again. That was out of play. So 2 and 2, the count remains as the ball comes in from the dugout, going to the ball bag for the umpire. Whitmire and Martinez taking a look over there. Defense playing pretty much straight away. Hugging the lines at first and third and up is Apodaca and Aguilar. Also hugging the line out in left field. They're shifted to the left side. That pitch outside for ball 3. So full count now to Banda. She's had a great at bat here. 7 pitches in. Madison with the signal. Whitmire sets up right in the middle. Here's the pitch, swing, and it's foul ball again. So fighting it off there on a great pitch was the batter, Banda. As Whitmire picks up the ball, then the bat. Hands the bat to Banda and tosses the ball to Martinez. All All right, so they get the signal. Whitmire setting up on the outside half to the lefty. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her. So strikeout swinging is out number 2. And that gets us to the top of the order. Number 2, right fielder Abby Marquez will step in. She is 1 for 3 with a single. 11-3, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the seventh, so the Rams down to their final out here. Got to get 8 runs to keep this game going. Whitmire sits up in the middle. Here's the pitch right there. It's a ground ball to third. Perseus Aguilar picks it up, fires it to first, and that will win the ball game. 5-3 the put out on the ground out. Artesia gets the sweep as they win game 1 and now win game 2 11-3. We're going to go ahead and get the Guys Chevrolet postgame show going. When we come back, we'll have the final stats. Stay tuned right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends May 2nd, 2022. Please pardon our dust as we move into our new facility at Artesia Animal Clinic. We've begun the process of moving into our new facility, which features more exam rooms, expanded surgery and treatment rooms, lab, x-ray, and larger kennels. We're so excited to be moving into our new facility, and we look forward to being better able to help care for your pets. Artesia Animal Clinic, now moving into our new clinic in the same location, 110 West Mahone, just north of Artesia Ford Sales.
You know what happens in the spring. It's cleanup time, and AC&B, HF Sinclair, Navajo Refining, and the Boy Scouts are at it again to help clean up our community. The Scouts will come to your house and haul off items that you need to dispose of and have no way of hauling. The dates for pickup are April 23rd, May 28th, June 4, and June 11. Just call 575-513-0143 and let me know when, where, and what. Take advantage of this free service and let's make Artesia clean and beautiful.
All right, let's get out the old grocery list here. Let's see, eggs, milk, bread, insurance. I want to shop for insurance.
Fortunately, you don't have to. George Gandy Insurance is here for you. Shopping and comparing rates from different insurance carriers to save you money, time, and hassle. Visit a George Gandy Insurance location near you today.
We keep you covered. George Gandy Insurance.
This time of year is the Easter season. It's a time where people stop and think about who Jesus is and celebrate an empty tomb. An empty tomb that was found on the Sunday after he was crucified. Paul talks about the empty tomb when he says this in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, beginning in verse 12. Now, if Christ is proclaimed as raised from the dead, how can some of you say that there is no resurrection of the dead? But if there is no resurrection of the dead, then not even Christ has been raised. And if Christ has not been raised, then our preaching is in vain and your faith is in vain. See, we have to believe in the resurrection. We have to believe in the empty tomb. We have to believe that Christ was raised from the dead. And he is. He was risen. He is risen. And he today is at the right hand of God. Do you believe that? Do you believe that Jesus, as your Savior, is alive and was raised from the dead? If you struggle with that or anything else, we ask you to come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ on the corner of 26th and Bush.
Welcome back to the Guys Chevrolet postgame show. The Artesia Bulldogs get the win and they sweep the Portales Rams and improve to 8-0 in district play. For the Portales Rams, Olivia Gonzalez takes the loss here in the game. She pitched all 7 innings. She threw 127 pitches, 80 for strikes, 47 for balls. Her earned run average, 9 runs in the ball game. For the Artesia Bulldogs, getting the win, Maddie Martinez, as she also pitched a complete game. She threw 74 strikes, 26 balls for a total of 100 pitches. Her earned run average, 3.86 in the ballgame. She had 10 strikeouts, 4 looking and 6 by swinging. She gave up 7 hits and 1 base on balls. Offensively for the Bulldogs, Kenna Morrison went 2 for 4 at the plate with 2 RBIs and a double. Caden Apodaca went 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs in that big home run. Zoe Warren was 2 for 5, and she also had an RBI. Perseus Aguilar was 2 for 4 in the ball game. KJ Ray was 0 for 3. Let me see here. Michaeli Morion, I lost my track here, was 0 for 3. Madison Martinez 1 for 4. And Kinsey Carlo went 1 for 3 with an RBI. Jenna Whitmire 2 for 4 with an RBI. And also batting was Maylee Tupou, and she was 0 for 1. Elizabeth De La Riva was 1 for 1. And that rounds out the batting. Bulldogs get their 11 runs off of 14 hits. There were 7 one-baggers, 6 two-baggers, and a home run with 11 RBIs. All right, so up next for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs will be Saturday back in the friendly confines of the Mac Chase Complex as the Goddard Rockets will come to play. Artesia Bulldog Baseball Thursday night at Lovington, 5 o'clock, and then Friday night, 5 and 7, to finish out the 3-game series with the Lovington Wildcats at home at Brainerd Park. On behalf of Gene Dow, this is Joby Hodling saying thank you for tuning in here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs come to play. See you Thursday night.
That concludes this broadcast of Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM